I'm Shelly Knapp. There goes my husband Randy. He's walking on by. And welcome to our home. We live in a 40-foot Thomas school bus. So come on in.
I love this door.
I know, we custom built the door because the bus door was originally shot. And Randy kind of inscribed on it, so we've been sometimes nicknamed the Love Bus. She's got all kinds of names. So, and then we signed the bottom of the door, and 2019 is when we started the conversion. So
Awesome.
come on in. The one thing that's kind of unique and was important to us in our build, Randy's 6'4", so we knew we needed to do a roof raise from day one. And I wanted it to feel like a home when you came inside. I don't have anything against school buses, but we plan on living in it for 5 to 10 years, so I wanted that homey environment. So we did a roof transition right here. We went up 16 inches. And when we did that, we realized we could open up and have skylights up here. And so that was pretty exciting. It like floods the whole area with light. We chose to go with house windows instead of RV windows, just to give it that homey vibe that you can have in here. The co-pilot chair is part of the living environment. That was important that we could swivel it around. We have the TV swivels right here, so it can come in, come back when we're traveling. I love this. A lot of people don't realize this is too deep, so it stores a lot of stuff in here. So like we just had our air fryer out, so our air fryer can go in there. So there's a lot of storage right up here. We chose not to go with a pull-out couch, but rather a twin-size mattress. And that way one of us can come up here and spend the night if we needed to. And Randy didn't want a bunch of pillows. He wanted something more comfortable to sit on. But the other thing that we did is he made this, he calls it the clounger. So you just move the cushions, and then this pulls up, and it becomes a lounger.
Wow, I love that.
It works just like, you know, any of the lounge chairs that you have out in your yard and stuff. And then under here is where the diesel heater is to heat our home, so it gives us full access to that too. So it was kind of a win-win all the way around. And then the other thing that we did was a Dickinson propane fireplace. So that gives us an alternative heat source. They use this a lot in yachts. And the little flame flickers up here. I love the ambiance of that. We did do a drop-down table here, so this can drop down and fold against the wall, and then we can turn the chairs around and open up this whole living environment if we choose to. We enlarged the hatch that was originally here, and that gives us access to our solar panels. So we have 12 100-watt solar panels on the roof of the deck. So we've got 10 going down the first transition and 2 across the back. And then we put a 3-foot redwood deck going down the middle, so we can get up there and, you know, work on our solar panels and keep them clean and all of that if we choose to. So we use a telescoping ladder in here and climb up through the hole. We both love to cook, so the kitchen was very important to us. So we have all of the comforts of a kitchen. The countertop, I love this countertop. It's bigger than what I had in my original home. So there's so much space to work on here. Randy built a butcher block that we can put over here on top of the sink. So one of us can be over here prepping vegetables and stuff. The wood in here it's important to both of us. We're originally from Oregon, and we lived on the Oregon coast for a while. So a lot of the accent woods that are used throughout the bus is big leaf maple from the Oregon coast. And then people always ask, what wood is this? And this is zebra wood. So, and then Berkey water filter. You know, it's always important to filter your water, your drinking water and stuff. And then because we're both so tall, Randy wanted to lift the refrigerator up so he didn't have to stoop over to get into it. So that gave us a really good dry good pantry down here. And then the refrigerator is just a standard 10 cubic high efficiency fridge. And then we have the propane range that we love. Put the microwave in, kind of custom built that in a little bit. Love the spice rack. That was kind of an afterthought. And going into this, we were self-employed artists for 31 years. So we worked side by side with each other. So we knew that we would need separate living spaces to get away from each other once in a while. So how we chose to do that was we put kind of like a pocket door, but this is on a closet roller. So we can shut off the front from the back of the bus. And then this is all pull-out pantries all the way down. Lots of storage in here. And then you transition into the bathroom. And I wanted to break up the floor somehow. So I used, these are just those rock tiles that you can get like at Home Depot or Lowe's that normally you would put in a bathroom, in a bathtub or a shower stall. So we had fun laying that down here. Composting toilet, full-size shower. We weren't willing to skimp on that. So, and then I wanted a window in the shower so it didn't feel like it was, you know, too closed in, and you can get cross ventilation in here. We stuck in the Max fan. And then this is the rain box for all of the solar system. So it's really important for Randy to have it out accessible so he could get to it and work on it anyway, anytime he needed to. And then the batteries are just stored right here by the toilet. And my solution was to just hide it with a shower curtain. And another pocket door so you can have total privacy in the bathroom. And then we call this the great room. So right now it's set up for our bedroom. But with the rear engine going in, we knew I needed space for a yoga studio because I like to do yoga. I'm also an artist, so I needed to have a place to do my art and stuff like that. And we needed a place to get away from each other, like I said earlier. And so our only solution for that was to do a Murphy bed. And so that way it opens up this room so we can use it for multiple purposes. And we love to entertain. We love to have dinner parties once in a while. So what we decided to do, instead of putting the bed up on the engine, because it's a rear engine, so it stair steps like that, all of this became our storage back here. So we've got storage on both sides. And then back behind the clothes is all storage bins that are stored back there of stuff that we don't use on a daily basis. Then the pillows get tucked down in here, which is just super handy. And you just make sure everything's tucked in, which I believe it was. And then this is where the magic happens. So now we have this great big room. And because of the Murphy bed, we had to do the second roof transition to get the swing of the bed to go up. And after doing that, then we realized, oh, we put 2 more skylights back here. We can flood the room with light, but we can also see the stars at night, which is my favorite part, to lay in bed and watch the stars. Yoga studio. We can both get back in here very comfortably now and do yoga. We've got a 4-foot table that we bring back that's in the underbay that we set up for dinner parties. And art studio is just like what's out front. Another drop-down table that lifts up. And now I have a table that I can do, you know, office work or artwork or whatever. These are the legs to hold the bed. So when I'm doing an art studio, now they become shelves that I can put stuff on. The other thing we did back here, we took out the emergency door that was up in the bathroom area. So we knew we wanted to have a second door on the opposite side of the bus. So that's why we put this. We custom built this, cut it out, and these are the original bus windows. So we repurposed those because we knew they were safety glass and they were tinted. So that would give us some privacy back here also. But that was really fun to do that. The other added bonus with the Murphy bed and the kit that we used, and it's a queen size bed, I didn't realize we were going to get this when we framed it in on both sides. So that's like your everyday, you know, socks and underwear, grab it and go. Because if you notice, there's no closets or cabinets out here. It's all behind the bed. So, and then, you know, we put the vanity in here because it didn't fit in the bathroom, and it's working out really good. The other thing we did is we put the mini split back here, knowing that if it ever got super, super hot, we could cool a third of the bus by shutting this door, and then we're only cooling this part of the bus, and we're not taxing our solar system. We put the second TV in back here for that reason. We just put in a second diesel heater, which is right here, under here. And then this is all full of, it's not tools, guys. This is all full of art supply. It used to be behind the bed. So now I have all my art supplies here, some clothes in the bottom, and everything's really accessible that way. And this was originally just sitting here as a second table. It was a cutoff of that. But it fit perfectly on top of this toolbox, so it was like a win-win. It was meant to be. The other thing that I love that Randy did was all the transitions that you see through the roof races. This is all the original bus ceiling. So we repurposed as much as we could from the original bus when we were, you know, going through the build. And then it's it's metal, so we can magnetically attach to it if we want to hang anything and stuff. And for that reason, then if we want to block out the room, we've got the reflectors, and they've got magnets on them, and they just pop right up, and we can dark this room out totally if we need to. So, but yeah, that's pretty much our home.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to tell them about your channel?
Yeah, our channel is, our last name is Knapp, Knapp, and so our channel is called Knapp Time, so you can follow us on YouTube, and the whole bus conversion is on YouTube. So love to see you there, and thank you guys so much for coming and seeing our bus.